All right, all right, all right.
All right.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Free Lads in the Beautiful Game. I'm your host, who does the most, and I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Red Devil Doll and Joey Six Times. How are we, fellas? How are we?
Great. Just a quick shout out to Big Dom, who's joined the Wall of Fame.
Oh,
recently.
yeah, I can see. What number? How is that? Like the Champions League number,
So.
or it's just like a club one? Because it's not the Premier League one, is it?
No, it's just a club one.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. Like the
Which is
number.
weird. I again didn't buy it. My dad just has bought me a football jersey pretty much every year of my life, so he just still continues to do so, which I'm grateful for because they're quite expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, can't say too much about the number choice, the lettering style.
No. As I said, I like it. So, but yeah, no. Shout out to Papa Joey Six Times. Or should we call him the original Six Times? But anyway, let's get into it. We'll start off from the United game, I guess, and then we'll work our way around to the City game if we have time. I don't know. We'll see if we have time. But yeah,
Not much to talk about there. Like,
take it away.
The City game.
pretty stale event. Yeah, the City game. That's stale.
Yeah, I agree with you. So, in my opinion, we just skip through it and not even talk about it. But no, anyway, let's get into it. United, go take it away, Sol.
So we ended up winning 2-1. Another poor performance. Another bad performance from Rashford, Casemiro, and Bruno again. 2 late goals from Mctominay saved our ass.
Right.
Mctominay.
I'm still not really happy.
Is he starting
yeah,
next
we won.
week? Yeah.
Probably better.
We're back. Yeah.
What me and
Who
Joe,
will
Joey was saying,
Lionel
he
McTominay, eh?
Who
There's
will
like,
he replace? You reckon?
proved that he
Who-
deserves a start next week. No,
Who
2
will-
weeks.
well,
Whose
I think
position?
with McTominay, you can see actually like a bit of fight in him. You know what I mean? Like a bit of
Oh man,
he doesn't
He
just
always
want to roll
does.
over. I guess as well. He was bought by Ferguson, I think, as a young kid.
Nah. Oh yeah.
He was?
Yeah. Sorry.
Fellow Scotsman. So I'm sure he's got him as guidance, and obviously, as much as I hate to, glaze Ferguson as the youngsters will call it now. If he's seen something in him, he's probably a half decent player, to be honest.
If you didn't hear as well, the day before the game. Rest in peace. Sir Alex Ferguson's wife passed away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think her name was Kathy, but she ended up passing away the day before the game.
Yeah, no.
So it was probably a good way to win Fergie time.
Yeah, Fergie time, last minute, that was the United special back in the day.
Yeah,
So, we're playing
That's what I was
shit
used
throughout we're playing shit throughout the whole game. Let's just score a goal at the end and win.
we're playing
the
terrible.
hell? No, I'm just saying, that's how
Casemiro.
United used to play.
What can I say about Casemiro? Played
Well, no, that's
absolute
what I-
shit.
He's
That's what I was
garbage.
asking. That's what I was asking you, so would you replace him next week when we're back
With
for the
McTominay?
next game? Yeah, from McTominay, or
Yeah,
do you
probably
think
partner
Distraction?
McTominay with
I
Amrabat,
don't know.
maybe?
I've said it for a while. Like, I don't think United are in the position right now to be able to afford to have a player like Bruno in the starting lineup every week. Like, defensively and everything like that, it doesn't do what is required. And a team that's looking to get back on its feet needs to be hard to score against, not have creativity up the front as a priority. Like, McTominay can score goals. You've seen that. That might even worth just swapping him out for him. Maybe not playing him as attacking, but having a bit more of a box-to-box. Like, I think that's what you kind of need at the moment, to be honest. Like, Bruno, the player like Bruno, it's a luxury. You have them, like, if he went to an actual, like, if he went to a Real Madrid or, like, even to City or something, like, he would go off.
If he gives the ball away all the time.
Yeah,
That's
he does.
his problem.
Yeah, because that's all he's on that pitch to do. You know what I mean? And he just constantly tries it and constantly
Yes.
tries it. Where I don't know. Yeah, I think he's a bit of a luxury player to have.
It's some of them passes that I see him doing is like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like, you got to think, Casemiro is just constantly covering him. He's got to do to play for two players. Doesn't matter how good you are in midfield. If you've got two players that are ready to run against you, that's it. Like, you're finished. You've got to match him for numbers.
We actually had Bruno on the wing for this game.
Yeah.
Amrabat and Casemiro. But they still played it absolutely fucking terrible.
Yeah, how's Amrabat going?
He's going all right. It's just everyone else that's, like I said, the top three people that are absolutely playing crap at the moment.
Put Mctominay out front.
Another goalkeeper error.
I read something that apparently McTominay started as a striker when he was first playing.
He did.
Playing in the academy, and someone at United's coaching team was like, "Oh yeah, he'd be a great defensive midfielder."
But he's got the stature for it, man. Pretty big.
Yeah, I could
guy.
see him as if he probably built himself more and played himself around that game, he probably would have been a decent striker. I could definitely see it because he has the same build as
and he's got that
he's got a good touch on him.
Yeah, and he's not scared to I get the feeling anyway that he's not scared to put his head somewhere where it shouldn't be in order to score a goal. Whereas you'll get Bruno won't do that.
I think he's Scotland's top scorer as well in the Euro qualifiers. He's killing it. He's actually Scotland have to have a hard group as well. They've got Spain and Norway and all that stuff, and they're bombing it. They're killing it.
Power to William Wallace, man. Power to William Wallace.
Power to William Wallace. They can take our land. They never take our freedom.
They can take our land. They can take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, no. You know what? Some people are going, "Oh yeah, I got lucky or whatever," but at the end of the day, a win's a win.
100%.
Yeah, you fought till the end. You know what I mean?
Win,
yeah, you got the luck.
But it was but I can see why they say that because
very sloppy.
Constantly discussed growing up our lives, they were the pinnacle of English football, and it's you just thought they were in a little rut or something, and then it's now they're actually
10 years later.
Expectations, man, to go away and get outplayed.
Well, that's what I was saying. I think it's more the fact it's the bad. Yeah, was it?
It was at home.
Yeah, we nearly lost 3.
To get outplayed by anyone. You never outplayed a Ferguson team at United.
Yeah.
But Old Trafford, really, over the course of the whole game like that, and I think it's just it's probably a tough reality for a lot.
How I see it is because they had this tough tough start to the season. That's why people are questioning the win. They're like, "Oh, of course it's sloppy." But I feel if they had a run like ours this season, no one would have said anything. Everyone would have said, "Oh, look how good United are. Look, they fought till the end." You know what I mean? So I think it's more the fact because they've had this rough start to the season, it's everyone's looking at it as "Oh yeah, it's a sloppy win and it's a lucky win,"
but that does definitely play into it because then you start to assess the performance based on if you're getting the points and you're still finding a way to win, that's the sign of a good team. It is but it's not like last week they done it and the week before they done it. This is just literal one team had opportunities, didn't put them in. The other team brought on a player that realistically McTominay is probably not going to score you 2 goals again next week and then again the week after. So where's the hero come from?
Hopefully no.
It's got to be Hoyland.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
He looks decent.
He looks really good at the moment.
He needs to be fed a bit more.
Yeah,
fed. I reckon he's a decent size because he's still pretty quick on the turn and stuff. I don't know.
No, I'm not mean size.
Oh, fed.
I mean Bruno, Rashford. They need to get the balls a bit faster to him.
Well, Rashford's never been prolific at that, really.
He needs to learn that there's someone else there now. He needs to pass.
Yeah, Rashford's really good, coming in at the edge of the box, running at you one-on-one and finishing it. He's very, very good at that. But
Yeah, his
in
confidence.
terms
is
of
down at
like
the moment.
distribution, final killer pass, like he definitely is lacking there a lot.
100%, 100%. But either way, it was a good win. It was a good win for United. Yeah. Any more to add on before we move on?
Just another goalkeeper mistake as well.
Oh,
Probably should have saved that.
Mm.
You
I
can't
heard
get away
something
from
that
one.
There was a few
Wasn't it-
mistakes this weekend. Even Allison.
Yeah, there was. But
I heard
still,
something that De Gea was at a United game or something.
he is at the
Did you hear
women's
from that?
game.
Oh, okay.
At the
Maybe he's
Champions League
coming
game.
back.
Well, it's
Look,
one of them
that's
things.
what
Like
from Johnny Evans.
you know,
I mean,
we all seen what De Gea could do. Like given confidence. Like I hated playing when he was like first
When
come
he
to
was
United
on,
the
he
first
was
few
on.
years. I hated playing against him because he would stop ridiculous shots with his feet. Like he's just. You're like, yep, goal. And he'd do like 4 or 5 in a game. And then, like, it was ridiculous. It almost seemed like every single time we played United, he was just this incredible man in between the sticks that was saving anything.
he has
saving everything
really good
and-
reflexes. Like his reflex game was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
The amount of times I remember he used to save like point blank saves, just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like you'd see it right, and it's like it's
And he
going
just-
that fast. Yeah, and his hand just goes like that or something.
Yeah.
You know, it was crazy to see. And like you said, the first 2-3 seasons, it was like, oh, I hate this guy.
And
You know what I mean?
It's kind of one of them things. Like, yeah, he didn't have the best season last year, but like, neither did really a lot of men. I know they had a better season, but they still got like, they still had their fuck ups along the way. A lot of them.
Mm.
And I
feel
don't know
like-
if that was the right move, eh? Like, I
I
still
feel
question it.
like,
I know
yeah.
it's better distribution, but to just let his contract fully expire and get rid of him,
Well, that's the
like
thing.
at
They
least let him
didn't.
fight. You know what I mean? Was a
If you-
world class keeper. I don't think you just lose that ability.
Well, if you actually remember, they gave him a contract or something, right? Or they were going to give him a contract again, and then they went back on it after the FA Cup final. Hey, isn't that right, Sol?
Yep.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. I feel like he
Then
should
they
have been
try
a
to offer
backup
him
keeper.
less.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's-
look, I can't see him going back now. Like to just be outright replaced.
It's funny that he hasn't even
Even
got
a weird
new
one,
club.
fully like side quest here, but like, does anyone feel like Mikel Arteta's like actually going out of his way to kind of like diss Ramsdale a bit? Like has just swapped positions for a goalkeeper that last season I
Why
thought
would you buy
Ramsdale
another
was pretty good, to
goalkeeper,
be honest.
eh?
And he's got Raya, and now like he just keeps putting stuff in the media about Raya, and it's I don't know, like.
Well, I have a few just things to say about Raya anyway, but we'll get to that when it comes around to the City game. But yeah, no, either way, yeah, I get what you mean. It's a bit of a weird one with that one.
It's
but
just a weird.
I can't-
It's just weird.
But I kind
Like,
of understand as well. He wants people to fight for their position, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I get that, but then when you're coming out and like I don't know, like
Goalkeeper position though.
well, see, the thing is, the problem with that is
I think goalkeeper needs confidence.
depends
Yeah,
what keeper. But like I guess they're all different. Like fucking Casillas and Buffon, man, it doesn't matter where you put them. They were just beasts in the sticks. Allison's of the same gravy. Obviously, I'm not going to fucking put him up there with them too. But yeah,
Catching.
huh?
So he's catching.
What?
So he's catching them.
He's catching them. Nah, he'll never. I don't think he'll ever get there. Like they're not say
Keeps
Buffon
winning.
definitely.
If
Like
he's
I still
winning
say
another-
Buffon definitely. But them two were they were just different. Neuer as well.
how about this?
Check.
Different
How about-
bracket.
No, how about this? How about this? Leave the conversation. Listen, how about this, guys? If we can get 30 likes, we'll do a pod where we'll do our top 5 best keepers of all time. How about that?
Well, across the whole Europe's top 5 or
Europe
maybe
and Premier League.
we'll
Just
go
Premier
Premier
League?
League. We'll go Premier League, and then if people like it, we'll go. We'll do more. But for now, look, if we can get 20 likes, not even. All right, let's do a 10 because we're just starting. If we can get 10 likes on this, we'll do a pod. We'll do a pod about our best. What we think is our best top 5 keepers in the Premier League
Yeah.
era.
Even if
Yeah.
we don't get the 30 likes, we'll probably still do it. But like, it'd just be
Yeah.
nice to get the 30 likes anyway.
We're not asking.
Give us some motivation to really put a bit of work into it.
I said 10. Someone said 30. It doesn't matter. Either way, just a couple of likes will go far.
Yeah.
But look, either way, look, fair play. Good win for United. Again,
3 points on the board.
Yeah, 3
especially
points.
when we've all dropped points.
Exactly. But look, and now this maybe boosts the confidence for coming back from an international break as well. Because imagine going into your shout break a loss like some club did this week. But
Mctominay
anyway,
and Hoyland get another few goals.
Yeah, 100%. So you can brag about it more when you get back to how Hoyland's the best goal scorer.
Hey, they're both on 6. I've got 2 people top goal scorer.
Sorry. I was going to dish you like, well, at least they're versing hard teams, but then Scotland is versing Norway.
Mctominay.
Yeah, no, Scotland is versing Norway, so it's like, oh, no. But anyway.
That's it for me.
Yeah,
Hopefully
cool.
we win
Well,
next game.
who are you versing next game?
Sheffield United. Away.
All right, interesting.
They're looking terrible.
Yeah, they look horrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should beat them.
So,
But yeah, all right, cool. Well, we'll move on. We'll move on to the Liverpool game. So yeah, Joey, take it away.
look, fair result based on the game overall. Both teams had chances to win. Again, just Liverpool starting slowly. We can't afford to be doing it every week in, week out. I don't know what it is. Like, it's just weird. I can't actually. I don't know why they seem to do it. It's just like they need to have something to chase in order to turn it up. But Brighton are quite a decent team, so even if you try and turn it up, there's every chance that they'll turn it up as well. And look, yeah, it was a pretty even
Sorry,
game.
Sorry, Kyle, but I watched that game, and to be honest, I know what you're saying, like you start slow, but in my opinion, I don't think you started too slow. It was just a bit of a mistake from the keeper that got them the goal.
Yeah, and
It wasn't
that's
even the
what I'm
keeper.
saying,
It was
even with the
Virgil,
whole-
bro.
Even with the whole, it just ties in.
Like, I know
Mistake,
Ellison
yeah.
was a bit out, but that was
somehow,
Virgil's
some way,
pass.
we keep conceding early at first,
Yeah.
and it's starting slow or being sloppy. Like I just even mean like just decision making and mental sharpness with just slow. Like obviously you shouldn't make a mistake like that. And like I don't know, like Alisson when the ball gets turned over, like he doesn't initially just get back and sprint. He's like, oh yeah. And then it's like the guy's like 30 yards out, man. Like, what do you think he's going to do? Like, from the TV angle, you knew he was going to shoot. But maybe from where Alisson was, he thought, oh, yeah, he's going to look to pick a pass or something. But, yeah, hit it, got it in. And then, 1-0 down again.
Don't worry, I feel your pain. We go down 1-0 all the time as well. It's silly.
Yeah, but it's just like, in mine, we've got a much better squad than yours, and we shouldn't be going down 1-0 to every fucking team in the Premier League first. So it's just irritating because, like, there was a time with that backline, the exact same backline you see now, and it was like they were almost impenetrable. Like, the only weak spot was Trent, and it wasn't even as prevalent as like it has been in the last like couple years, like the last year or so. Like, it's just something they need to sort out. I don't know if it's the midfield not having a 6, but is what it is. Then Salah scores, typical Salah gets an opportunity in the box, is going to put it away on his left foot. Harvey Elliott leaves it. Darwin assists. Just keeps chopping up numbers, Darwin, whether it's goals or assists. He misses, like I always say, he misses so many opportunities, but he still just keeps going, relentless. So, like, whatever. If he's scoring or assisting every game, then put him on the field. So. Then the Schlobberslide incident. Bro, this pug. I don't know why that wasn't a red card. Like, the basic rules state that the double jeopardy law is if the guy's making an actual attempt to win the ball, makes no attempt to win the ball, pulls him down. With the red cards that have been flying out everywhere lately, like It's a simple one. So yeah, I was bemused by that.
Wasn't
yeah.
Darwin Núñez originally in the offside position?
Yeah, but their
Beginning
player
that?
played it back to him. If you watch,
Oh, okay.
it comes off their player and hits their player, and then that's like if it comes off them and rolls to him in an offside position, you're offside. You've got to be playing.
Yeah. No, I didn't know it came. I thought.
Yeah, I initially
was it
when I
side?
first seen it, I was like, oh, it's offside, and then when you watch it, like the guy redirects the ball with his like foot, and it just rolls straight to him. Like unlucky, but same thing. We had an error down the other end. So yeah, like I don't get how that's not a red card. I don't know if you two can enlighten me.
To be honest, like I get what you mean. Like I
Goal
can see,
scoring
like,
opportunity, like Van Dijk's tackle at the start of the season wasn't malice, was going for the ball, misses the ball, gets the player. That's a red card. But make no attempt, last man, bring a player down by his back. How's that not a red card?
See, I think the only reason I think they didn't give us a red card because, like you said, he was
there.
No, there wasn't. There was another.
It was one along the keeper.
Darwin Núñez was in front of him, so he wasn't technically the last man, was he? Like
Szoboszlai.
Yeah, because Darwin Núñez was in front of him.
But it's the last defender, not the last attacker.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
True. Look, to be honest, yeah, like I can see how it can be a red card, but at the same time, it's like I can also see it as just given as a penalty as well.
They've
you know
got
what I mean?
the rules written there.
Yeah, look,
that's apparently one of their rules, and like it's just we follow the rules. Well, you haven't. You got to.
Well, we know they're not following the rules this year. Obviously, as you can see by the calls this season. So the rule book. The rule book's like a piece of pamphlet that they just throw away in the bin these days. Because if they actually did go by the rules, there would have been so much different calls this season. But,
well, it's just like I don't know, and like. I just want a bit of fair officiating. Like, I'd be happy for him to not get a red card if, Van Dijk's wasn't a red card at all. And so forth. Like,
did he get a yellow for it?
Yeah, I think he did.
And then I'm not even sure.
Or did he just get the penalty?
That he didn't get a red. That's all I remember.
I don't know. I think he got a yellow. I'm not sure.
But
I just remember, just seeing the penalty. And I was like, at first I thought it was offside, but then, I guess it wasn't.
I thought it was a red.
I don't know.
It was the last defender. He grabbed him by the back of his neck and ripped him down.
Szoboszlai was going to poke that in. Like, you've seen what he did against Leicester from 30 yards.
I hate to say it, but it was a red. Like you said, if Van Dijk's getting a red for just going through the legs through the back,
like
ripping someone down with the back of their shirt, definitely deserves a red.
100%. Well, look, like we said, the officiating this season is actually kind of ruining the season thus far. Like,
it's just one of them things. Like, it almost seems like every single week, like, if something's happening in our games, then it's like a significant event. And look, I'm not saying like Brighton played well, and who knows what would have happened if it went played well. But yeah, it's just like, look, I don't want to see him get a red card for that. I was happy with just the penalty, but it's just like, well, why weren't we afforded that same luxury? Like, it's probably half the reason why we maybe are starting a bit slow too, because we've had to play like 3 or 4 games this season with friggin' 9 men. Against Tottenham, and they were putting in a shift in the last 25 minutes to 9 men. Not easy.
What I think it might have been? I think because last week was such a big deal with the red cards, right? Like, there was so many red cards, like there was
you can't just do that. It's like they would be better off.
I'm not defending it. I'm not saying, this is the right thing to do, but I'm just saying this. I feel like because there was a questionable moment in the City game as well, which we'll get to, obviously, which should have been a red card.
That was another just absolute disgrace mistake.
Yeah, and we'll get to that again. But look, like I said, I feel like this week they were like, we'll try and be a bit more lenient. But then again, it's like, but they turn it down way too much to the point where it's like, there's no medium ground. There's no like, we just be normal refs, see what it is, and you've got the luxury to call the right thing. How can a park soccer referee that's half drunk and on weed, literally half the time, get more right calls than these people that are getting paid millions a year. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. Like it actually doesn't make sense.
I've hated refs for a good few years now, personally. And
yeah, I've seen you get red carded,
Who's a ref
sent out of the ground.
They're the worst, man. But I just can't understand how they're just able to make these mistakes and consistently, and it's not a single sit out for a match. Do you think he really gives a fuck? He's probably still getting paid, isn't he? Just doesn't have to fucking ref a match.
No. Bro, they say
there needs to be some form of fucking, if you fuck up that bad to the point of the Liverpool game, I don't want to see anyone get sacked, but at the same time, you've ruined it
keeps going, man. Someone needs to get sacked.
Shit.
No, well, how about this?
Then next time they actually have that decision, they'll go stop the fucking game. If we don't stop it, we're going to get sacked. Oh yeah, 100%. If that ref knew he was going to get sacked if he didn't stop that game, he would have stopped the game. Guaranteed. He just knew nothing was going to happen.
Now, how about this? I'll give you something. I like how you bring that up, the sacking part. You know that referee for the Chelsea Tottenham game last season, the hair pulling incident?
The hair pulling, yeah.
Yeah, so that ref got sacked, right? Or some bullshit like that. 6 months later, he got rehired and
that's what they lay him off for a bit, mate. Go down to the lower leagues and just do a bit of reffing, man, and we'll bring you back to make some ludicrous fucking calls.
You can say, you saying that, let's sack him, but they don't give a shit. They don't, as us normal people, right? We go to work, we fuck up heaps. We have that fear of, like you said, getting sacked, you know what I mean? Blah, blah, not showing up to work, blah, blah. Yeah, but these guys, like you said.
Man. International refs, they need to fucking recycle the refs.
Yeah,
I'm sick of having MANC refs. They're all MANC. They're all from Greater Manchester. I'm actually sick of it. You look at their Instagrams and their Facebooks, and it's Old Trafford and stuff. That's the last person. Jacob would definitely not want me on the VAR panel at a United game. You know what I mean? And I didn't have Liverpool as my backdrop on Instagram, so.
Oh God. No. Well, look, it was a good game. Either way, without the red card, I knew it was going to be a high scoring game.
Yeah, 100%. Look, I'm not saying
play that attacking football.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was definitely a red card. I wanted to see it red. It ruined the game. It was just with other officiating calls that has been made against us this season. There was only one decision, and it was a red card.
Yeah, no, look, we know how the officiating this season is. You know what I mean? It's abysmal. Not sometimes, a lot of times. And
then
look, until sometimes
after this whole incident, and Brighton get a goal. Back on the balance of play, deserved it, man. And there was another, penalty cry from Brighton.
The handball.
No, it's his arm, but it's hits his knee, then bounces into his arm. I don't know, man. I know he's got a pretty good aura, but I don't think his aura can, I don't think he's meaning that. Just sends the ball where he wants off his knee. So obviously unintentional, and that's now not a penalty.
What was the unfair decision given as?
No, no penalty. But Brighton fans are taking the piss, saying, "Oh, we want a replay and shit."
You want a replay? Yeah.
If you want a replay, we'll go. But we'll probably win the replay. To be honest, I don't think. Yeah.
Fucking Brighton fans. That's funny.
I don't know. I think we've got to sort that 6 rollout. Let McAllister have a bit more freedom. He's just not fast enough and not strong enough for it.
He's giving the ball away a lot, eh?
Yeah. And obviously against Brighton, they've played. They know how he plays. They know what way he likes to turn and shit like that. So, it was very prevalent against them. But it hasn't been his first, not disaster, because he still plays all right. But you can just tell, he's playing out of position. It's not natural to him. He's trying, and he's kind of doing all the things right. But at the same time, it's predictable. Kind of what he's going to do when he gets it. And I don't know, he's at Brighton, he used to have an aura of unpredictability about him. He could slide a pass that you didn't see until he slid it and stuff like that. So that's where we're going to get the best out of him, a bit further up the pitch. I I've still heard talks about this Andre guy from, I think it's Fluminense or Santos, one of them two Brazilian teams. Looks like a super aggressive guy. So hopefully we pursue that. He looks like the type of guy that I want flying into tackles in the midfield. And just giving a bit more. Like, we need to, I just want to let old, like, Soboslai loose as well. Just like, just let him loose. Let him just like play the 10. See how, like, I just want to see how he goes in behind a striker. I reckon he could be good there, very good there.
I can almost see him playing as a Firmino role, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's a technical ability.
Yeah, but his power, his runs and his power and his speed, like that's why you don't need to be slow to play the 9 role, but you don't utilize your speed and stuff, and that's one of his like big strengths and his power on the ball when he gets the ball and he drives with it. I think like if he played kind of behind the striker and he gets the ball in between the lines and he starts running at the centre backs, like he can pick a pass and he can shoot. Yeah. He's pretty tricky. He's fast. He's powerful. I don't know. Look, I'm not saying it would work out, but yeah, I just would like to see the shackles brought off them two a little bit.
No, for sure.
I don't know why he hasn't given Endo a go. It's a weird one. I don't know.
I feel like Endo is more of a backup.
But his stats in the Bundesliga were pretty good, man. They were all like, there's mixing it with all the big boys, really. But I think it might be the pace. I think it's the pace of the football. They just maybe can't adapt to as quick.
Yeah, no, I feel like it just puts him as like a reassurance, like, when you're 2 goals up or something, put him in there just to, like, sort out the game, make sure it's,
squad depth, like, at the end of the day, if we've got injuries at the same time, he's a pretty decent player. So you're going to know that you've got an experienced, decent player who can do most things right. So, draw, not the worst result.
No, I'm not 100%.
Definitely not the worst result. We lost to them at home.
They're a good team as well this season. So, they've been for a couple of seasons now, let's say it. But yeah, not the worst thing in the world.
They're on to the match between the heavyweights. That wasn't so heavyweight.
More like the ball fest.
The disappearing act.
Alright.
The difference without Rodri is massive. Huge.
Look.
It's always a key position for Pep, that one, eh? Like, everywhere he's been, he's always had, like, a trustworthy person in that position that he likes a lot.
Yeah, you used to have Busquets there.
Then what?
Kimmich.
Kimmich, wasn't it?
Yeah, he used to go crazy on them too.
And then Rodri and Fernandinho.
And then Rodri, yeah. Well, look, the thing is, I'll start off with the game. All right, so, going into the game, you see the lineups and you're like, from both sides, City side and Arsenal side, you're like, okay.
Yeah, that's the one thing I will say. Like, Arsenal weren't at full strength either.
I mean, yes and no. Yes and no. They weren't at the start.
You really only didn't have Saka.
Yeah, and to be honest, like, they actually started, like, they put their full strength squad on in the second half.
They had Saka on the right wing and Jesus through the middle and Martinelli on the left. That forward line's a different animal to the one they put out. 100%.
Well, to be honest,
Jesus is wasted on the wing. Like, he's
100%
very good in the centre, wasted on the wing. Martinelli, you've seen the impact he had coming off. If he had a couple games of fitness and rhythm up his hand, like sleeve, he would have been a lot worse to deal with. And yeah, Saka seems to be playing pretty well. Odegaard likes to pick passes to them guys. Like,
City had De Bruyne though.
Just as wounded as each other, I reckon, really.
Yeah, look, we both weren't at our, like, strongest. But look, at the end of the day, I'm not going to go straight into the injuries. I'm not going to say, like, the injuries is why we lost or blah, blah, whatever.
It's just shit.
Like, I was straight from the start.
Scared.
It was horrible. A horrible
Both
game.
teams were scared.
Look, honestly, for the first time in a long time, I honestly have never seen Pep do this. Yeah, but we full played like we were actually playing for a draw, which was very weird. Like, it was something I've probably, again, never seen with Pep.
Yeah.
I've seen him last season do it a little bit in the Champions League when we were doing the group stages, but that made sense. That was like, all right, we're going away. We're going to play conservative and it worked out, blah, blah, you know what I mean?
Well,
but this game, it was a bit weird. Like, look, like you said before, having Rodri in the middle is a big miss. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're Man City. We should be able to, like, have enough firepower to cover that position. But as you said before, now you know,
like,
now you know how important. Yeah.
Your firepower generally only works when you're dominating. Like Haaland pretty much only scores doesn't only, but he pretty much what he's on the field to do is just put the ball in the net from weird angles and just score mad cutbacks and shit like that. That's where 90% of his goals come from.
I said this
if you're not if you're getting on the back foot again, Haaland, I don't know. I think that's maybe I shouldn't have played him because he's not pressing. He's not going to link up that much play.
Well, I don't think this game was Haaland's fault. So if he's
not Haaland's fault, but I'm just saying he looked
still a little bit more.
He looked lost and he just had no impact on the game whatsoever. And I think if you had someone else
bullied,
anyone else in your team that can play that position, they would have done a bit more. Or it would have been a bit, Anyway.
See, this is where I agree with you till that part. This is where I disagree. It wasn't that Haaland was bullied. Yeah, he was, whatever, but the whole team was, right? This game was a defensive masterclass, right? So both teams were just shutting out each other in the defense. Like Saliba, Gabriel they couldn't get past them. Same as Diaz, and Ake and Guardiola. They were crazy as well. Same as Kyle Walker. It was literally just it was like a chess game. It's like, let's see what you can do better. Let's see what I can do. But it was all defense. And the problem with a defensive masterclass is it's boring to watch because you're not going to see anything attacking.
I actually reckon he's went there for a draw. Eh?
What's that? Sorry.
I reckon he's went there for a draw. I reckon with the players
that's what I said.
I reckon Pep was said, "I'm happy with a draw. Just don't lose it."
See, that's what I was saying before. For the first time in a long, for the first time I've ever seen, it looked like we were actually playing for the draw, and that's not usually the way we play. But I remember last season we played similar to this, but we played more counter. But we had De Bruyne, Johnny Stones, all the boys.
Different with someone like him on the field. Him and Rodri. Yeah. So if you had De Bruyne and Rodri on the field yesterday, you were dominating that game. You were playing ball in their half. You were doing your typical freaking 65, 70% possession, whipping balls in from anywhere, like just what we do on EAFC, and Haaland just rising above everyone else and just goal first galore.
Look, was it the best performance from City? 100% not. Look, what else?
Again, Champions League, Premier League. A lot of injuries, a lot of suspensions.
No, look, at the end of the day,
that's no excuse.
No,
it's no excuse.
You just rip me every single week. My whole defense is out.
I'm not making excuses. I'm trying to talk about my team.
Don't get me wrong. It's definitely made a lot of people realise City are 1 or 2 injuries away from being a top 4-ish looking team. Really. If they, if Haaland got injured,
Alvarez is playing out of his mind at the moment.
Who?
Alvarez.
Yeah, if he he gets injured or whatever, but Rodri and De Bruyne, 2 injuries in midfield. I think we played a whole season where we had our whole backline out, a whole first line backline, and everyone, it's no excuse. They just lost 3 games on the trot for the first game time ever, and it's no coincidence that it's come at a time where they've lost. Yeah, they're midfield.
Yeah, no, look, at the end of the day, of course, you can argue and say the 2 players that we have lost are probably 2 of the best players in the world in their position.
Yeah, 100%. In their positions, they probably are.
Yeah, so it's not even it's not even our best players lost. It's the caliber these players bring to our team is that's the big match. But look, at the end of the day, it's not an excuse. Like I was saying to before, we should have enough firepower. The game was dead, man. We should honestly.
They probably last year they were your closest challenges.
Well, no, look, I was trying to say, look, the game was dead. It wasn't what we expected it to be, like, a clash or whatever. It was very, like, a very conservative game. But what I'm trying to say is Arsenal weren't impressive. They didn't impress me. They didn't go in and like
Yeah.
dominate
I was about to
us.
say, I thought they would have came
Yeah,
out
I
and
feel
because
tried
like
to
the
attack
the
you.
way they've
only
been
player
carrying
in an
on,
Arsenal shirt that was half decent was Martinelli.
and even then he wasn't. Because again, I
Declan
watched
Rice
the full game. I'll
Decent.
tell you who was really good for Arsenal. Zinchenko, Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba, and Ben White. They were their best players in that. And Jorginho actually had a decent game as well. They were their best players. The front line did nothing. Jesus got shut down every time he tried to do something on the right wing. Trossard got subbed off because he didn't know what to do. Like, he literally was like, bro, he was one stage, he was like, I don't know. Like, he was just I saw him, he was just standing there. He didn't know what to do. And then Nketiah was just fucking up. You know what I mean? Every time.
Imagine running at Diaz and Gavdo. Like, fuck.
Yeah,
I just turn around and just pass the ball to someone else and be like, you do it, man. I got nothing.
Admittedly, when Martinelli did come on, he did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what he
yeah,
actually done. He actually ran it.
But he wasn't
ran
like
at people.
crazy, like, you know what I mean? He wasn't.
It was still better than anything else on the pitch.
But yeah, like
yeah.
he's probably had the most impact in the Arsenal shirt going forward.
Yeah, 100%.
If
Like,
they don't bring him on, like they probably don't win.
Yeah. Well, no, 100%. Well, look, they got a little deflection goal at the end, but the way they've been carrying on is like I said this last week. I said if we lose, it's not the end of the world for us. We'll continue.
Yeah, well,
no problem. You know what I mean? If they win, they're going to treat it like they've won the Champions League. And the way they carried on, you thought they won the Champions League. I saw so many like Man City fan cams and stuff.
Did you see Tottenham Hotspur Stadium after they beat 9 men by an own goal in the 90th minute? Like, the scenes there were like, it's like they won a World Cup. Even though Tottenham can never win a World Cup, it was like that's how much they were celebrating. Like, Tottenham beat everyone in the world to win the world's greatest trophy. It was just comical.
Yeah.
Like,
well, like I said, it must be a North London thing. But either way, they treated it like they're going to win the league now. When in reality, it's not.
Small club mentality.
No, that's it. But no, look, they treat at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. I've seen some panic between a bit of City fans online, thinking this is the worst thing in the world. We get this every season. Like, sometimes it's early in the season, sometimes it's midway through the season, but you see what happens when we get towards the end, right?
No
panic.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If there's
Should
any
you have got a
advice
red
for the old
card?
Arsenal supporters, it's...
Sorry, I can't use one at a time. What happened?
I said, if I've got any advice for the Arsenal supporters, it's just like, you should have already learnt from last year not to celebrate and stay focused and stay humble, because it's every chance they're still going to come back and probably win the Premier League.
They don't. Like you said, you've been humbled, so you don't, you guys don't act like you do. These guys, they got humbled last season, and the DMs I've got this, for the past few days now, oh my God, I can't probably repeat it up here, otherwise we'll get cancelled. But Jesus Christ, some of the DMs, and some of them are from my family relatives. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, they're a different breed, these lot. But
I guess they haven't had that much to get excited over. Wasn't it their first year in the Champions League?
Yeah,
Champions League first win
in
in
6 years. There we go, 8 years. But look, it's not the end of the world for us. We move, like I said, Rodri's back now, so it's, we should go. It's going to be a tough game coming back too, because we are versing Brighton. But I feel like once we get Rodri back, and now John Stones is back as well, we'll start to look like our Johnny Stones. But yeah, look,
still feel like you should have had a red card.
Oh yeah, so we'll get to that.
Yeah, let me just skipping over the fucking.
Yeah, man.
Another
red
this
card.
is another outrageous Premier League refereeing call of the week. It's the blatant off the ground 1 foot challenge, sliding studs up, doesn't get the ball, gets a player's leg, could have snapped his leg. And no, mate, no, we've had a review. I've gone and had a look at it. You're all good, mate. But Curtis Jones' ball slips off the ball,
as well.
Gets a play on the leg, and it's a red card.
Mm-hmm. All right. May I speak on it? Or am I going to get interrupted? All right. So, look, I definitely think he should have been sent off. He could have definitely been sent off. Was it a red? In my opinion, the first one, it could have been, but I've seen them before being given as like a yellow or whatever. But what I'm spewing about is why would he go in and do the exact same challenge 10 minutes later against Rice? That's where I feel like, yeah, this guy's lost his head. And I only came out on the second half. Like I thought Pep was Croatian. So close enough.
They used their head,
Bro, but there was no reason to lose his head. That's the thing. He was like, the game was chill. The game was chill. It wasn't even that thing. And if anything, that kind of hyped up the Arsenal fans. You know what I mean? Because they started going 100%. Crazy. You know what I mean? Like they started getting, like every call, everything. They were like, boo. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know how it is. So it probably, if anything, it kind of it benefited them. But look, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not going to be shameless. He should have been sent off. Maybe not for the first. In my opinion, yes, he could have got away with a yellow. But again, it could have been a red.
50-50. But like I said, based on the calls that have been handed out this season as a standard of red cards.
Well, look, I'll even go one further and say that one was even more vicious than was it Curtis Jones?
Yes, yeah, that's Jones. What I'm saying. That was more vicious. What I'm using as a reference. Like he gets the ball slips off, his foot slips off the ball, gets the player's leg, and it's like, nah. And the ref, it's
from behind
he doesn't get the ball. He's off the ground. That's
again, like I said, like it could have easily been a red, but not even that. Like I'm saying, the second incident, I was like, surely he's off now. He's gone. But that was like, okay, this is a bit bullshit. But I was seeing like, Arsenal fans saying, look, you cheated and we still beat you and stuff. I'm like, all right, so let me just give you an example. If that was the case, right, the Premier League makes money off like the Premier League being competitive, right? Like that's why everyone loves it. That's why it's the most successful league in the world, blah, 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 right? If that was the case, let's say Man City cheating, whatever, the Premier League would be like, all right, we're not. If we're doing that, then no one will watch it anymore. You know what I mean? Because if we're going to just keep giving all these decisions to this one team, everyone will just figure it out and be like, all right, this is bullshit. I'm not watching this anymore, right? And then boom, they lose money, blah blah, everything's gone. But yeah, the way they've been carrying on, it's like, oh yeah, why do they have to return it back to us? Why can't they just enjoy their win? You know what I mean? Why it has to be like, Man City cheated? It's crazy.
Why did Brighton fans have to come out and say they wanted a replay? Like, it had nothing to do with
that. But that was like that's just I can get that because that's just banter. Right?
These guys just are carrying on.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Like, if they had lost, I would have been like, okay, they're making excuses now, right? But they won. That's what I'm trying to say. They won and then gone and said,
oh, awesome.
No, City. Yeah, I'm saying the City game. They've gone and won the game, but then still continued on, right? That's not even banter. That's just them. I don't even know what would you call that. Like,
no, that's them. In a way, I see it as banter because they're saying they beat you with 11 men when realistically you should have had 10.
No,
so
but what?
No, saying like we beat you with 11 men, but you should have had 10. So I see that as banter. I think you're being a bit sensitive here.
I mean, not really. I think it's more the fact, like, you know what I mean? If you win, you enjoy your own win. Yeah.
They're gloating.
They're not even gloating.
Yeah. But that's typical.
They're definitely gloating.
Banter, isn't it? Like, they would love to rub salt in the wounds. You've heard some of
that's
coaches' chants.
Yeah. Either way. I don't know. I just thought it was a bit weird one because, like,
gloating over one win.
Yeah. After, how many attempts they've had against us after we've beaten them like 12 games in the Premier League, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, they go throw that back in their face. You have every right to. When was their last Premier League? When was their last Champions League? When was their last European trophy?
Well, that's exactly right. When they did that, we just went back and
West Ham have won a European trophy and they haven't.
Yeah, they didn't like that. They didn't like that. So
David Moyes is better than Wenger.
No, look, at the end of the day,
fuck
whatever.
Arsenal anyway.
Yeah, fuck Arsenal. But now they think. I just hate it because now they're piping up. You know what I mean? It's just more the fact, like, they're piping up. They think they're title contenders and now they're not. You know what I mean? Like, I know I heard the title last week as title contenders or pretenders. They're still pretenders to me. You know what I mean? Like I said, I didn't see them do something crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't see them.
I don't know. I just see fail when I look at Arteta. I just see fail. Like, I just feel like he's going to try so hard and he tries very hard. But, like, yeah, it's very hard to beat Pep over the course of the season. Yeah. You will probably win the
Yeah.
last 25 games on the trot or something ridiculous.
Look, as long as we
say something about Raya, thanks.
Oh, Raya. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Well, I was actually going to say Raya actually didn't look too good against us. To be honest, in another day we could have actually caught 2 goals from his mistakes. To be honest,
That second one
if
could have easily deflected and went in.
Easily. Like if it was on FIFA and it was the end, like the the rival team.
They just wanted
it's going in.
So I tell he has keeper that do crazy stuff. I buy keeper that does crazy stuff.
But no, the
I
thing
get
was,
2 keepers do crazy stuff.
But the
one
thing was,
saves theatrically and the other thinks he's friggin'.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Like, if another day, this could have been 2 or 3-0 to City. You know what I mean? If those mistakes had gone in. So
yeah, Edison's done it, but Edison's been guilty of doing the exact same thing, and he's still at the biggest club, the most. Like, he's still at the best club in the world. So.
But there's a difference. He did this at the start when he was just coming into City. He was still like young, developing. Now
just coming in.
He never makes.
Yeah, Salah's done him a couple times.
Huh?
Salah's capitalized on a few of his mistakes.
Mctominay has
a long
too.
time.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, he passed the ball straight to Salah.
McTominay.
Yes. So is Alisson's done mistakes. So
that's what I'm saying. Like,
and we want to mention keeper mistakes. We'll go. No problem.
No. Even your best. It's so good. Carry on.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, but no, look. At the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. All I can say is like.
Still didn't score against him.
Who?
Oh
yeah. I mean,
where is Haaland?
We'll score against him at the Etihad.
Where was Haaland?
Where was Haaland? Sound like an Arsenal fan.
Heard Gabriel.
Are you sure if I pull that flag down, it's not going to be an Arsenal fan behind it? What's going on? Jesus Christ.
Look, it's not a very
question. Where's he been for? He's missed a few shots. Hasn't scored for a while. Hasn't got his hat trick like he usually does.
I actually wanted to talk about
because he's going to score fucking 17 goals in the
I
first
said
half
this
the
last
next
time.
match
He's
now.
still. That's all right.
Yeah, look,
He's
at
not
the end of the
gonna
day,
get
Haaland will. Look, I wanted to speak about Haaland before. Yeah, he needs a service. He's a clinical, like what you were saying before. He's not, and I said this before actually last week. I think he's not a baller, right? He's just a clinical finisher, and that's fine. We don't mind that. He can finish, you know what I mean? But he needs that service, right? And when we're not providing him, of course he's going to look shit and, he's washed and, where's Haaland?
See, that's where I think, like, even having someone like Cancelo, if he's kept him, would have kind of helped.
Not even Cancelo. We should have kept Mahrez. In my opinion, we should have kept Mahrez. Because Mahrez is a different breed.
One guy I fucking love.
Mahrez was.
Bro, he guaranteed you 15 to 20 goals plus at least 10 assists, at least. You know what I mean?
But did he ever really ball against a good team? Like, I can't really remember too many times Mahrez done too much against Liverpool.
Oh, look at them.
Leroy Sané sticks out more in my head.
Just because he didn't do well against Liverpool doesn't mean he was a shit player. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying
look, Mahrez was one of those players. Like I said, he guaranteed. Like, because remember, like I said to you before, there was a period where we didn't play with a striker. So Mahrez was our top goal scorer. You know what I mean? And he used to put the numbers in. And even when Haaland was there, Mahrez still scored 15 goals for us last season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I still think he were like all over the strongest when he didn't have a striker. Like, you were like, you just played this robotic style of football where you didn't make a mistake. Like,
I get what you mean, but we weren't. See, the thing was with that was
50
it wasn't
goals.
Yeah, like they score more goals now, but all around they were like that team. I know it's missing injuries, but I don't think that team loses 3 in the trot. Well, they didn't. So
no, well, we didn't lose 3 on a trot. We only lost 2 on a trot actually.
They won.
Yeah, we won in the. Yeah, we lost. So what happened was we lost in the Carabao Cup, but that's Carabao Cup. Like we didn't even have our strong. We had 18-year-olds and stuff. Then we lost against. Yeah, then we lost against Wolves. And then we won against Leipzig, and then lost against Arsenal.
Yeah,
so it wasn't actually.
You lost So you didn't lose. But you lost.
Yeah, we lost. So technically, we've lost 2 in the Premier League, which has happened before. look, again, I'm not seeing it as the end of the world. There has been a little bit of panic
Nice.
online, but it's not the end of the world. You know,
Yeah, no.
it's more like, you know, I'm just more pissed off because, like I said, it's against Arsenal. They were our title rivals last season as well. So, you know, they now got it over us until we get to the Etihad. So we'll see what happens. But look, not much to say besides don't get used to this because, you know, we're gonna always lose. So you know what I mean.
Is anyone that won this week?
That's crazy. You know, I knew it was going to be a bad week when United scored in the last minute. I was like, oh, here we go. That's going to be a bad week for us. We're going to lose. Yeah, sorry.
Fergie time. Fergie struck again. It was his
literally, I got
getting too carried away, though.
Huh?
Yeah, I got flashbacks.
Not getting too carried away.
Oh, you know, I definitely wouldn't. You just played garbage.
We did.
Yeah.
No,
if that was like against a good team, he was getting done like 4 or 5. If he played like, you know, even Arsenal or something, play like the way he's played, I reckon it was like 4 or 5-0.
They already lost to Arsenal.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was great for me to see, to be honest. Long may it continue.
Well, we'll see what happens next week when. Oh, well, not next week. The week after, actually. Yeah, 2 weeks. God damn, I hate international football. I feel like there was a break just like 2 weeks ago, but whatever. All right. Well, look, we'll leave it at that.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
It's been a great episode as always. Make sure you like and subscribe. Helps the page get to a long way.
Hit the button.
Yeah, hit that button. Again, there's no game this week, so we might do a top 5 best of.
Give us the likes.
Yeah, we gotta get them likes. We need them likes. So yeah. If we'll do 10 likes. Come on, 10 likes. That's not too much, is it? There's got to be. You got to have like a.
We're probably all gonna like the video, so you've only got to get to 7.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and they've probably
got a couple.
They get us to like it. So we're gonna get to like 8.
We'll probably put in another 3 or 4. There's probably only 3 votes that we need. Like.
Please, we're asking for 3 votes. That's not too much, is it? But yeah, look, jokes aside, guys, we do this because we love it. As always, as I say, you know what I mean. So otherwise, I wouldn't even hang out with these two. You know what I mean? But jokes aside. No, it's been great. It's been great. Until next time.
Says you're on the left wing tomorrow.
That's not a problem.
But
yeah, cool.
Quick controversial the football thing of the week, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's better? Who would you have in your team? John Terry, Ferdinand.
Come on, man.
Well, are you gonna go with the United fan? Ask the United fan first, or?
Yeah,
I'm only picking.
I don't know who you're picking, but yeah. Who are you picking, Banks?
Rio.
Like in the current team you have now as well, so take that into consideration.
Oh, so if I was to swap someone and put them in our team?
Yeah, like
like in their prime, whatever. Yeah,
them being like kind of I guess a bit different defenders in what they offer.
Yeah, Rio.
I'd go Terry in the R1 at the moment because we've got Van Dijk. I feel Van Dijk and Ferdinand had a similar style, so to have both of them in the team, like I don't think they're aggressive enough to have them both there. I think you need someone who's proactive and going to chase shit down, which Terry did.
Yeah, no, look.
But Ferdinand was Ferdinand. I hated
the way you put out the question when you said put him in our team, that's why I was like Rio would go crazy with Ruben Diaz. You know what I mean? Like the first initial for that was.
Let's just get to that.
Yeah. But
Rio go crazy with anyone.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
he was a different breed.
Feel like our defense would be fucking if we had John Terry in there, who's thrown his body at everything.
I mean, I wouldn't complain with John Terry as well. You know what I mean?
I was even thinking of top 5 centre backs, and I was like,
No, look,
Terry.
Well, look, we'll definitely discuss this when we do our, best of this weekend. So yeah, please make sure you hit the like so you can check out that content. Also, keep an eye out for more live stream as well. We'll be doing more EA
Watching our
content.
EA content.
Yeah, there's gonna be funny
Content.
stuff
We're
going
getting
on.
elite.
Yeah, we're getting to
We're
elite.
almost back,
Yeah.
lads. We're almost
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Back.
We are back. We are.
We
We
got
are
3
back.
more wins and we're elite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elite, here we come. So
Join
make
us
sure
for
you
the
come
rise,
like, yeah, make sure you come like and subscribe. Also, go like and subscribe to Editor Ric's page, Geek World UK.
Editor Ric.
Yep, he
Rick
always
Rick.
helps us out. Ricky. And yeah, until next time, I've been your host, Does the Most. May you sign off my two co-hosts.
Later,
Vamos.
guys. Probably do
Vamos.
their predictions tomorrow as well.
Yeah, perfect. All right, peace.
Yeah.
In the Middle East.
Later, guys.
Carry on my wayward son.